Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imran, and today I am going to explain to you guys about three topics. The first topic is about the concept of goodness and badness in action. The second topic is about sin, and the third topic is about virtue. So now we go to the first topic, the concept of goodness and badness in action. So what it's mean by goodness and what it's mean by badness. So goodness is the purpose of all existence. Human exists in order to do good, do the right thing, nice, beneficial and useful things. While the badness, it is something bad, unmoral, something that give harm to the other people, even to ourselves, and it is something sinful. So every human being has a choice, and in every act or action that they do, that will lead to good and evil. Islam teaches us human being about akhlaq and morality, so that in every action that we do, it must be a good thing. It doesn't lead to something sinful. If we human being doesn't have the akhlaq or the morality, so we will be easily, doing something that will lead to sinful. For example, I give you the social media. The social media, as you all know, has many benefit of it. For example, we can use it to spread da'wah, spread about the good things, and we can use it also. We can also use it to do the charity, helping the other people, even if the people is far away from us. For example, at Palestine, Syria, and Yemen. But at the same time, the social media also can be used toward something bad, something sinful. For example, watching pornography, spread the fake news, fitnah about the other people. I will give you the second example, business. Business, Islam strongly encourage business activities. Many verses in the Quran and Hadith encourage and support business activities. Business also is considered to be the most abundant source of income. There's a hadith from Sahih Bukhari that a hadith from Imam Tirmidhi, that Prophet ﷺ said that 9/10 the sustenance comes from business. Bermaksudnya 9/10 daripada rezeki datang daripada perniagaan. But when a person does not have the ethics or moral in business, then it can lead a person to be untrustworthy in the business, such as practicing usury, doing riba in business, dishonesty, monopoly, corruption, and cheating in the scale and many others. So now we go to the second topic. In the next slide, it is sin. So Islam has defined sin as an act which goes against the command of Allah. And as you all know that sin was divided into two, the major sin and the minor sin. So now we go to the major sin first. The next slide. So the major sin are those acts which have been forbidden by Allah in the Quran and His Messenger in the Sunnah, and was promised a punishment in the world and hereafter. So if you read the Quran, there's a lot of in the Surah Al-Baqarah, for example, Surah Al-Ma'idah, Surah An-Nur, talk about the major sin. For example, riba, killing, magic, shirk, and fleeing from battlefield, and many others. Even in hadith, there's a hadith from Sahih Bukhari that Prophet ﷺ said, avoid the 7 great destructive sin. And the people asked, O Messenger of Allah, what is it? Then the Prophet said, to join partners in the worship with Allah means syirik, to practice sorcery, to kill the life which Allah has forbidden, except for a just cause, meaning killing people without reason, to eat out usury, riba, to eat up the property of orphans, to give one back to the enemy and fleeing from the battlefield at the time of fighting, and to accuse chaste women who never even think of anything touching chastity and are good believers. Meaning bermaksudnya menuduh perempuan yang beriman berzina. And there's also the other hadith said about the major sins. For example, if we doesn't pray, that's one of the example of the major sins, and many others if you read the hadith. And the punishment of the major sin, the major sin also has its punishment that was stated in the Quran. For example, the hudud. Sebagai contohnya, seorang yang minum arak akan disebat sebanyak 40 kali. Manakala orang yang melakukan zina, padahal dia belum berkahwin, maka dia akan dihukum sebat 100 kali. Manakala orang yang sudah berkahwin dan tetapi melakukan zina, maka dia akan direjam sehingga mati. That is the example of it. So next we go to the minor sin. So the minor sin are acts which are displeasing to Allah, but for which no specific punishment or severe warning has been issued. Maksudnya dosa kecil ini adalah dosa yang tidak disukai, perbuatan yang tidak disukai Allah, tetapi tidak ada hukuman yang spesifik terhadapnya, seperti dosa-dosa besar yang saya telah sebutkan tadi. For example, breaking a promise, swearing, throw the trash evenly, and being immodest, bermaksudnya berkelakuan tidak elok, seperti melihat aurat perempuan dan sebagainya. So the minor sin, if you do it many times, it can lead to the major sin. Sebagai contohnya, jikalau saya selalu membuang sampah, saya buang tin di tepi jalan, apabila benda tu menjadi tabiat dan kebiasaan, maka kelamaan saya akan buang sampah yang lebih banyak dan busuk, yang akan menyebabkan mengganggu ketenteraman orang lain dan jalan, yang mungkin boleh mengakibatkan pada kemalangan dan sebagainya. Then that's what I mean by the, if you repeat doing the minor sin, can lead to the major sin. So now we go to the last topic, virtue. So Islam places the emphasis on the concept of virtue in life, which is the concept of responsibility to God and to other human beings, in which the attitude of caring and helping each other. For example, Allah have said in the Surah Al-Baqarah verse 477, virtue means belief in Allah, belief in the last day, belief in the angels, the book, and the prophets. The virtuous are those who, despite their love for it, give away their wealth to the relatives, orphans, stranded travelers, beggars, and to free slaves, and who establish salah and pay the zakah, and who keep their pledge when they make them, and show patience in hardship and adversity and in time of distress. Those people who are the true, they are the people who have taqwa. So dalam surah ni Allah telah menerangkan apa yang dimaksudkan dengan kebajikan dan kebaikan, dan juga contoh-contohnya. Kebanyakan orang lain beranggapan bahawa kebajikan ini hanyalah sesuatu yang melalui perbuatan, maksudnya menolong orang dan sebagainya. Tetapi dalam ayat ini Allah telah memberitahu bahawa kesabaran itu juga merupakan salah satu daripada kebajikan. Now we go to the next slide, the benefit of virtue. So if you read in the Quran or Hadith, there's a lot of benefit of virtue, but in this slide I just list some of it. So the first benefit is from Surah Al-Hajj verse 77. Allah said that serve your Lord and do good that you may prosper. Bermaksudnya melakukan kebaikan ini boleh menyebabkan kita berjaya di dunia dan juga di akhirat. The second benefit of it is who spend in the way of Allah, both in plenty and hardship, who restrain their anger and forgive others, Allah loves such good doers. Maksud di ayat ini, Allah menyukai seorang hamba-Nya yang menginfakkan harta ke jalan Allah, sama ada ketika susah ataupun senang. Dan ayat ini juga menerangkan bahawa kemaafan juga merupakan salah satu daripada kebajikan. The third benefit in Surah An-Nahl verse 96, we will surely give those who were patient their reward according to the best of what they used to do. So dalam ayat ini, seperti yang saya telah katakan tadi, kesabaran juga merupakan salah satu daripada kebajikan. And the last one is Surah Al-Hud verse 114. Allah said, and establish the prayer at the two end of the day and in the first hour of the night. Indeed, the good deeds drive away the evil deeds. So ayat ini menerangkan bahawa kebajikan juga boleh menghapuskan dosa-dosa kita yang lampau. So this bring me to the end of my presentation. So to conclude and summarize each topic, so we go to the first topic, the concept of goodness and badness in action. So every human being has a choice in every action or act that they do that will lead to good and evil. So this is why important the akhlaq, the morality, so that we know what is good, what is bad to us. The second topic, sin. So we can understand from that sin, it is something action or act which goes against the command of Allah, and the sin was divided into two, the major sin and the minor sin. And the last one, virtue. So kita boleh faham daripada tajuk kebajikan ini bahawa kebajikan itu bukanlah hanya sekadar perbuatan seperti sedekah, menolong orang dan sebagainya. Malah seperti yang saya telah keterangkan tadi, kesabaran, memaafkan orang lain, itu juga merupakan salah satu daripada kebajikan. And it is as a lot of benefit of it, just like I explained earlier. For example, it drive away the evil deeds that we do, Allah love us, and many others things. So if you guys have any other question that you don't understand from my explanation, you can just ask me, or maybe Maida Muslihat. So thank you for listening, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.